person at a time.
They're waiting for
Are you
you.
ready to go?
Yeah, it's all yours.
Good.
We need our update on the South.
Who wants to hear good news?
No, I everything.
Just want to make sure you want to hear good news, because if you came here for bad news, you came in the wrong place. So we're going to go ahead and get started. There's some questions here. And if there's anything that I need to answer as I go along, Margaret, you're going to read them out loud?
Yes.
And then I'll go for it. So I wanted to say, first of all, thank you for everybody for being here. I've been here for 3 years. I love Santa Ana. I live right down the street, so I'm a neighbor. And just want to thank the South Coast neighborhood. This is the third consecutive year I've been here, and these are all the neighborhoods that are part of this alliance. So I just want to remind everybody, we're very proud of our partnership, the work that we're doing. But here they are, Santa Ana, Memorial Park, and Galvide, and Sunwood, and all the others. Keep going. I want to let people know that we have a heart. Santa Ana has a heart. We got police officers here, and we care about public safety, number one priority. But I want you to know that we care about the people who live here. And so we do things like surprise a young boy that has autism. We replaced a stolen tricycle for a man with cerebral palsy. We also saved a man's life after collapsing at a music concert. So every day we come to work, we serve, and we help people, and we're really proud of that. People ask, well, why Santa Ana? People know how big Santa Ana is? You know how many people we have here? Who wants to tell me? About 330,000. We got more people in Pittsburgh. We got more people in Cincinnati. We got more people in St. Louis. Santa Ana is a big city. So it's the capital, the county of Orange is located here, the federal building. We're surrounded by 4 freeways. Billions of dollars for the freeway. We're a historic downtown. 100 historic buildings. The oldest city in Orange County. And we're also, we've got a lot of other things to go. Keep going. We are known as one of the safest cities. One of the safest cities, yeah. Every crime is a tragedy, but I came from Phoenix. Phoenix had 10 times as many crimes that we have here in Santa Ana. So I come around and feel very safe here. So it's all relative, of course, but overall, got a lot of awards from Forbes, from ADP, World Atlas, Niche, and we'll talk more about that. We want to talk about crime because crime is an issue, and we want to make sure that it's our number one priority, and we've added a lot to the budget. We'll go through that, we'll talk about it. But we base our crime on the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, for over 50 years. And they validate all the crimes, and that way we know that it's consistent, and we can compare it to other cities, and we can compare how we're doing with ourselves. Keep going. Somebody asked me, how we're doing? We had the lowest 3-year crime rate in the city of Santa Ana history. Lowest ever. Okay? We have an amazing police chief, Chief Rojas. We have an amazing police department. But there they are, right there. Every 3 years we start tracking it. And overall, if you lived here in 1990 or around that time, you would remember that crime back then was a lot higher than it is now. This is a national trend. Crime is nationally going down. But under the current police chief, we had the lowest crime in the last 30 or 40 years. And how do we compare with other cities? This is really important. The 2 most proximate large cities compared to Santa Ana are Anaheim and Long Beach. And you can see these are the same statistics, and this is the trend. It's very common for the area, very common for the state. But the fact is we're doing better in Long Beach and we're doing better in Anaheim. Santa Ana is doing the best. Anybody want to know why we don't talk about crime that much in Anaheim? Disneyland! Nobody wants to think that they're going to be mugged if they're going to Disneyland, the Angels game. So there's a lot of effort there to make sure that people don't talk too much about crime. Okay? Keep going. Then the next question is, how have we done the last 3 years? Well, the truth is, by the way, these are all facts. They're on the budget. They're all online. Come talk and I'll show it to you. We presented this to the city council, presented to auditors, but in the budget of 2012, the police department budget in the prior 3 years went down 20%. Down. They cut 74 officers in 2012. People remember when the city's going to go bankrupt? Remember those days? A few years ago? Wasn't too long ago. Well, in the last 3 years, we added 17% to the budget and 19% to the police department, almost $20 million. And 58 cents of every new dollar has gone to public safety, because that's our number one priority, police. We're hiring. After cutting 18%, we've grown the police department. People talk about skyrocketing. You know what's skyrocketing in Santa Ana right now? Police hiring. Police hiring. Go back to that slide. We had a 733% increase in police hiring. By the way, anybody can get this PowerPoint, right, Margarita?
Yes.
Anyway. So in 2012, we hired 6 police officers. 6. 6 the whole year. There's been days in this year where we've hired 6 to 8 in one day. We're going to hire 50 this year. So if anybody tells you we're not hiring police officers, they're not telling you the truth. We're hiring 50 this year. Keep going. We've done a lot for public safety. We've got $38 million in grants. We got COPS grants. Anybody know what a COPS grant is? Chris, what's a COPS grant?
Community Oriented Policing Grant from the Department of Justice.
All right. So we hadn't got those in a long time, so we put our suits on, we went to Washington, D.C., and we asked for help. In year 1, they gave us 10 COPS grants. Yeah, ask people for help, we'll give to you. And they paid for 3 years of COPS grants, 1.25. We went back a second year, and they did it again. Gave us another 10, 2.5 million. Guess what happened this year? We hit it again. We got another 10 COPS. 30 police officers in 3 years. Unprecedented. How many cities in America? Over 5,000. How many cities got COPS grants 3 years in a row? 11. Very rare. We did a hell of a job. You got really good lobbyists. You got good people out there representing people. Code enforcement went up 78%. And we're going to do body cameras. And I don't know, can we talk about the medical marijuana issue here later on? We'll come back to it if we don't. We also, people say we value our police officers. Show me. Show me. Oh, we did. We bought 134 new vehicles. For $5.3 million. We bought body cameras. We got pilots going. We got new handguns, new rifles, new software. So when people tell you they want to help you, show me. Buy me a car, give me a rifle, give me a body camera. So we've done all that. $30 million in our police officers. Keep going. Keep going. So I talked to Mr. Walker. Jim, we're friends, right? We're going to get there. He asked me, how are we going to solve homeless problem? I said, we're not. It's impossible. Anybody who tells you we're going to solve homelessness and end homelessness is not telling the truth. We're going to deal with it. We're going to do the best we can. We're going to reduce it. Remember we had that conversation? What did you tell me? You were honest, right? We're honest. A lot of things that we can reduce, but we're never going to stop. It's not part of the way the world's made up. So it's going to happen. But we're going to do a really good job. And we have, for the first time in Santa Ana, it might be the first time in Orange County, right, Judson?
Yep, the largest in Orange County.
We got a Housing First project. Anybody know what Housing First means? That means you give somebody a place to live. The theory is, you get them to stop drinking. They're sober, but they got no place to live. You get them spiritual counseling, they believe in God, they're being a good Christian, but they got no place to live. So Housing First, and then you deal with other issues. So they're not homeless anymore. So we've done that project, we've got some pictures, right? And we also, you got the pictures in there, didn't you? There you go. So we converted an old hotel on First Street. I went out there and looked at it. This is the better use. And we've got 74 people there. Most of them relocated from Santa Ana to this area here. We keep going. We have a lot of it related to leadership here. You're going to hear from the county supervisor, Mr. Doe. He and I sort of work together in homelessness. But I want you to know that we just started doubling everything. So we doubled the number of police officers in the civic center, doubled the cleaning, doubled the security guards. We put 4 police officers at the library. We started cleaning the bathrooms every 20 or 30. We just have to, and you know, shake it. But we had an award-winning library, one of the best libraries in the country. We got an award from the president, top 5 libraries. But our children and the mothers were afraid to go there because of all these issues, so we fixed it. Now if you go to the library, it's really looking good. Really looking good. We'd love to go with you over there. We have a hard program, but our police officers, we've got an armory that we extended to help people to find better strategies. Again, I mentioned we're on the commission for homelessness. Keep going. And just one more thing, because we talked about homelessness. I have a lot of experience with this, and I believe in a multifaceted approach where you provide health, You provide job counseling, you provide a bus pass, you provide a haircut, dental work, drug and alcohol counseling. You provide the full spectrum of services in a place where people can be treated with dignity, and then they re-enter society and become productive citizens and residents. I know not everybody believes that, but I've seen it happen where people get their lives fixed. Some people will never be able to reach them. They don't want to be helped. Anybody know someone like this? They don't want to be helped. In fact, I've asked them, what do you want? You know what they told me? I want money, and I want to be left alone. Don't try and corral me. Okay, well, I have to deal with that. Safe mobility. Question, higher chance of getting killed by a car accident or shot? What do people think?
Correct.
Car accident, right? So we got to make our streets safe. These are the highest collision areas. We know where they're at. 46% of all collisions happen down Bristol. People familiar with Bristol here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Some of these other streets, 1st Street, 17th Street. So we have a plan to make it better and safer for everybody to be able to go by bicycle, pedestrian, car, everybody make it safer. Keep going. And this is an example of an enhanced intersection. And we have all of the lighting, the integrated curb there, the crosswalk, and we make it safer and use the best technology so we can reduce collisions and accidents, et cetera, et cetera. We also have done a wonderful job of getting grants for improvements, close to $100 million. So we're really, really excited about the grant that we received. Keep going. Parks projects. $22 million in parks projects. So you hear about that surplus we had for the last 3 years? Most of that money's gone to parks. Most of that money's gone to parks. And so we're fixing the parks. Keep going. And these are some of the items that occurred. Playground equipment, making sure the playground equipment is good. The tennis and basketball courts, the expansions, safety improvements, lighting, cameras. We fixed the municipal stadium downtown. We just did the soccer stadium, soccer field over at Centennial. We're rehabilitating community centers, and we've also added exhibits at the zoo. We have a lot of ribbon cutting ceremonies. If you want to come out and just look at what's happening here, we've had a couple already. October 26th, review basketball, and then on Thursday, the 27th, real tennis courts. Always good. The streetcar. I'm getting close out there. Who knows about the streetcar? Okay, the streetcar is like a lottery ticket for Santa Ana if we won. I'll tell you right now. We're the highest density city in America, number 4. Do people know this? Almost 13,000 people per square mile. The streetcar, and Santa Ana is the highest density city in America without a fixed guideway system. We're between Chicago and Boston. So we're the biggest city in America that doesn't have a streetcar. Anybody been to San Francisco lately? I went there about 2 weeks ago. People were waiting in line for hours to get on the streetcar. The one on Market Street. Just waiting in line to get on the streetcar. I just want to take your kids and family. Love it. So we actually got the streetcar approved by the residents, by the business community. It's about a $300 million project. 99% of the money is going to come from outside Santa Ana. Federal government, county organizations. And then, of the $300 million, it gets multiplied 46 times in investment. $1.5 billion to $2 billion in investment. It's already happened. So the property value is double on the streetcar alignment. And then we'll have all these people come to Santa Ana, starting at the train station, going downtown in the old red car system, through the Pacific Electric Highway, all the way up to Harbor. Someday it will connect to Disneyland. It's going to be a great project. It's already 60% designed. Being under construction in 2018, it will be going in first quarter of 2020. Real quick on the budget. Budget is my favorite subject. I love budgets. So we'll go quickly on the budget, but everything is in really good shape. Sales taxes are up, property taxes are up, business licenses all-time high, hotel visitors are up, so all the budget numbers are looking really, really good, so we're right on target. Our total revenues were $221 million, and we spent $213, so we came $8 million under budget. Perfect. Better to come under budget. And this was what we started with 3 years ago. All negative, red, bad. And somebody gave me a book. by these really smart people that we paid $400,000 to tell us how we were hopeless. You know what they did with it? Threw it in the garbage can. I don't listen to negative people. Threw it in the garbage can. Went to the council and said, this is over, all this negativity is over, we're going to go positive. And the only thing I told them was, my only worry was is that we're going to do better than I think. And we did. We did better. Go back to the other one. And then we ended up with a positive forecast, and we've done great. Every year we've had surplus. We fully funded our reserve, $45 million. We have a rainy day fund, and we've just done great all the year. And we added 100 positions to the budget, and we gave 5% raises to every employee, 2.5 and 2.5. So we did all of those things. Keep going. Everything I said, as I mentioned, has been positive, and property values going up. That's good. If you own property, home owns a house. You own a house, that's good. And some of our zip codes have been the top performing zip codes in Orange County. 58% increase year over year. And also, you probably don't like this if you're renting, but the rents went up 9% last year in Santa Ana, and that was highest in Orange County. Newport Beach went up 3%. So people want to live in Santa Ana. Keep going. We did our first ever credit rating, AA. AAA is the highest you can go. AA is the next highest. It's about 9 categories, so this is really good. 2 reasons why we're not AAA. We don't take a shot at why? By the way, AA is pretty good. Number 1 is the educational level of our residents. We need to do better. We need everybody. We've got school people here. Everybody needs to get a degree, and everybody needs to go to college. And what happens when you get a degree and go to college? You get a better job. Right? You become a lawyer, a doctor, or a city manager. You get a better job, you have more money, and it all cycles back upward. So whatever we do, we've got to work on getting our kids educated to the most possible. Keep going. This is our reserve, went from $3 million to $45 million. Keep going. Economic development, got to have a good job. How many people, I love to do this, how many people work in Santa Ana that live here? Raise your hand. How many? See what I'm talking about? 2 or 3? Okay, that's fine. People that are not retired, how many people work here? 1 person. Okay, that's fair. I'm going to tell you, whether you're retired or not retired, there's 100,000 people a day that come to Santa Ana to work. 100,000 people a day. They go work for the county, they go work for the state, they work for the federal government, they work for all these businesses. You know what they do when they finish work? They leave Santa Ana. You know what we get? Maybe their lunch money. That's bad. So what do we want to do? We want to give those people an opportunity to live here. We got to have a good neighborhood. We got to be safe. So they spend all their money here. And they go to church here. They buy local, shop local, and everything. And the people that are working outside of Santa Ana, we got to give them the skills and the education so they get these good jobs here in Santa Ana. That's what we're working on. So I wanted you to know that. We have the jobs. We just got to get people trained and aligned with those jobs. We had a great, keep going. These are new businesses. Keep going. Keep going. These are the new businesses that have come here recently. We've had over 2 million square feet leased. A lot of places down here by the Hudson Center, by the freeway there. We just got named one of the best neighborhoods in the nation for our downtown, top 5 by the American Planning Association. I mentioned our library. We've got all kinds of really cool things going on with our arts, the Bowers, the Discovery Cube, the zoo. These are some businesses that moved here. These are some developments that are coming. Of course, the car wash on Bristol. People know about that. The new Paris project over on the east side of Santa Ana, 1,200 units. Candia, we're building about 3,000 or 4,000 units right now. We just heard that today. So that's happening, and so a lot of new units are coming to Santa Ana. CIP program has grown by 50%. Our streets, our traffic improvements are all listed there. $21 million for streets. We've got great water system, and we're working on that. Keep going. 55 million total. These are all of the current infrastructure improvement programs. So there's a whole list there. If you're interested, we can get you by bike trail. The Warner Industrial Community Water and Sewer Project, the Warner Industrial Community Public-Private Partnership, this is a big one. People are familiar with this area, the Warner Industrial area? We hadn't fixed the roads there in 30 years. Terrible. So they said, hey, help us. I said, no, let's help each other. So you know what happened? They put up $3 million and we put up $3 million. That's a partnership. Some people think a partnership is when they take money out of your pocket and put it in theirs. No, that's not partnership. Partnership is when you take $3 million, you put in $3 million and put it in half and all together. So they took a vote of all of their tenants and they voted to do it. So now it's 50-50. And then they use the city's credit to fund it. So that industrial park, all the roads going to go there. Keep going. The Measure BB. I talked about this 3 years ago, this marijuana initiative in Santa Ana. People remember that? You remember that? And I started in Floral Park, in West Floral Park, just to get ideas. And I told people, if we could pass an ordinance and we could get it out of your neighborhood and limit it to industrial areas, keep it away from kids, keep it away from schools, keep it away from churches, schools, and all that stuff, and then take the money from that and hire police officers, would you vote for that? People raised their hands and said, yeah. And guess what? We put it on the ballot. And it passed by like 67, 70%. And now, 3 years later, 2 years in operation, these are the ones that are in operation. A lot of people are really, really worried, but we haven't got very many complaints in industrial areas. We received, I believe, over $2 million in revenue. We hired the officers, hired the attorneys. And it's actually worked pretty good. And we had 2.8 million. And we used to have 116 illegal dispensaries. People remember this? Yeah, 116, they're everywhere. And we shut down 103 of them. 89% of them are closed. We're still working on the other ones. So major progress in this program. So that's my thank you. We'll go through the questions quickly. Margarita, can you read it?
Yes. Is Santa Ana College Continuing Education School at Centennial Park leaving, and city will make that property a library for the South Coast area?
Great question. So we've had a partnership with college there for that adult education for many years, 20, 30 years. And they have asked for an extension. They wanted a really, really long one. I told them no. They wanted 100 years. I said, are you kidding me? That's what Hong Kong got. No, not 100 years. And by the way, what are you going to do to it? And they said, we're just going to keep the same place. I said, well, usually when you get a term, it's commensurate with the financing and the building. So at the end of the day, we haven't agreed to a term yet. I'm a really hard negotiator, by the way, on behalf of the city. And it turns out they need a special approval from the federal government to use that for anything other than a park. By the way, let's do who wants to have that for a city park? Raise your hand. Okay. Who wants to have that for continuing education? Raise your hand. Okay, about 10 to 5. So it's up in the air. That's good. Now, so the federal government's reviewing it. If the federal government says yes, you can lease that to the Santa Ana college system, then we'll go to city council and they'll give you direction on what to do. That's where it's at. Could be a year from now. Next one.
Sandpoint is one of the nicest areas in Santa Ana. Why is it deteriorating in trash, drugs, homelessness, parking, and a bunch of other things?
So we need more police officers to deal with the crime. We need to continue to make it clean. There are homeless definitely in the neighborhood, because I went out and looked at Sandpoint and I saw them there by the bathrooms and those kinds of things. So we need to give those people options to be out of that park. We do need to enforce the camping ordinance in the evening so people can stay overnight. And we need to work together as a community to make sure that we continue to try and make it better. And we've got to work closely on that.
Third question, construction on Bristol streets, the maintenance of it. Number 2, homeless on the railroad tracks. Number 3, police service.
Okay, good question. So Bristol Street is a long project. I think this is a $122 million project that's going on for years. My own personal philosophy on Bristol is a improvement program, not a widening program. If the only thing we do is widening and move more cars faster, we didn't do anything. But if we improve it with medians, with landscaping, with amenities, and improve the value of the area and provide businesses to help the neighborhood, then we've been successful. So that's what we're working on. We need more police officers. Anyone ever heard me say that before? Let me tell you, yeah, we need more police officers. We got to get more.
Third question, with all the new money Santa Ana supposedly has, where is it being spent in South Coast and Sandpoint?
So we have a list here, and make sure it's available to everybody.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody.